Welcome back to week 6 of our Emerge at Home series. If you look on this wall behind me, you'll see a secret code. I want you to take a minute and see if you can figure out what it says. Did you get it? This is a message from me to you telling you that I love you. And just like I'm giving you this message, God gives us a message through the Bible. Think back to some of the stories we've looked at over the past few weeks. The story of Jesus calming the storm tells us that Jesus has power over nature. That was the secret message in it. If you think back to our story from last week where Jesus feeds the 5,000, the secret message is that Jesus provides for us. So during this story, when you read the passage with your family, I want you to be thinking about what the secret message is that God has for you in this story. Remember, God isn't trying to confuse us with the words of the Bible. Sometimes He just wants us to think a little bit harder about the message He wants us to learn. Go ahead and take some time now to read the passage with your family and follow the discussion guide.
Well guys, isn't this a wonderful story about one of Jesus' miracles? We saw where Jesus healed a man who had been sick for a very long time. And I can't imagine being sick for that long, but we also saw Jesus' compassion for this man. But like always, we have two things that we can learn from this story. The first is that in each of Jesus' miracles, He is trying to teach us something about Himself. So maybe that's Him teaching us that He provides for us, or that He cares for us, or that He loves us. But in this story, we are seeing that Jesus is equal with God. We'll get to that in a second. As you come to each miracle, you're going to think of it like that code from the beginning of the video. You're going to try to figure out what Jesus is teaching us, what the message is from each story about Him. So the second thing that we can learn is that Jesus is equal with God. And I know that this is a little difficult to understand, and we may not be able to work it out completely, but we know that God sent His Son down. He came down in the form of a man. He lived, He died on the cross for us, and He rose again so that we can have life. And this shows that we have a wonderful God that we can worship and serve.
Okay, it's time for our discussion questions. Here's question 1. Why do you think no one helped the man who couldn't walk get into the pool? Question number 2. Why did the Jewish leaders not like the things Jesus said and did? And question number 3. What does this miracle teach us about who Jesus is?
We hope this video has been encouraging to you. We also hope that it'll help you be a better code breaker as you figure out what the message of each story is. On the next screen, there will be some prayer prompts for you to work through together as a family. Go ahead and pause the video and we will see you next week.